Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1. Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You've got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Fights him off. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rim.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Don't jump. Ready?
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's more. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On 1st down, pull. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they'll have those types of goals. They'll have those types of thoughts. And they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Townsend. Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down. And they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Poole calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, Townsend going to be taken in here by McCool. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Townsend to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's get this defense a problem. They let the guys get downfield. When the pitch game was short, they stood their ground. Now they're likely force a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's Fields. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Chicago. 66 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a 2nd. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game two, so I would agree with you totally on that.
This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry,
who's one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Looking to throw. Townsend. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And they will score. A pick six for the Bears. Touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Santos now to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. And discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Back to throw. Townsend, short throw, it's Higbee. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 6. Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Here now, a third down and 8. Operating from the gun, Townsend. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
First down, Rams.
Dillon up the middle. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Townsend. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Rams get a bit closer. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
On third down, pull, and this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On first down, Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Well, a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Townsend. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough slang. They lose a yard there on the third. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Pull. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On play action, Fields. The ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. On first down, Townsend. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first down. Townsend looking middle, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st and 10, Townsend. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Looking to throw. Townsend connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kyren Williams, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Play action. It's Fields. Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Looking to throw on second down. Townsend, short throw, it's Higbee. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Townsend. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Got an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. Now the point after try for Santos. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Townsend. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Don't jump. Ready?
A final shot before the break. Fields going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. In the 1 o'clock games, the one that catches the eye happens in Big D at AT&T Stadium. A tough test for the Cowboys as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Detroit Lions. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. The Bears were given a solid first half by their quarterback, Justin Fields. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, and they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Fields. He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. And they are going for it. Fields able to find the open man. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. Fields now to throw. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. On fourth down, Fields. Now this is caught. He hits more. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Put up by Christian Fulton. And the Rams force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. Now Dillon on the inside give. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down. Townsend. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the 50, here's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore, 50 yards! And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun. Townsend going to be taken in here by Nakua. He's to the 15, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now the try here for the point after. And this one's back to an 8-point game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Jones now on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
On 2nd down, Poole, and he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on second down, Townsend. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively. And now they're falling down I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws in the tight cover. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Jones. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Looking to throw on second down, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 1 now.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Now Jones. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. Pull. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football. Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Townsend. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A.J. Dillon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed.
And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Chicago. 65 yards.
That's how you play field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line. When the damage is done, it's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
On 1st and 10, Townsend. Short throw, it's Higbee. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot. Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. A good pickup there at 22.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough
touchdown. Cooper Kupp, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Pull. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down now. Pull. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run on first down. Poole, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They run the counter. Poole. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now the touchdown Bears! Oh, come on. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are once again back in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. First down, Townsend. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Operating from the gun, Townsend. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This one swung out to Williams. So they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field. Throwing on first down, Townsend. And his throw is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, Townsend. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Dillon is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now Fields and the Bears down by a field goal, under a minute 20 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. All eyes on Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
That's caught inside the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
Partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts them out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So now it's the Rams' turn, trailing by 4, a little under a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He'll look to throw. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. Down to the 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. The return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears now ready to take over again. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Fields. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots, because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Poole. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Here's 2nd down and 3. Incomplete, 7 seconds remaining.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. And he's across for a touchdown. It's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. This is 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so back.